What's up, you guys? This is going to be your Friday happy hour reading. Let me make sure my tablet is charging. Because if this iPad is not charging, then we're all fucked. Come on now. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because if not, that's no bueno. Alright, so those of you who are joining, heads up, the submission is closed. I might open it up, possibly. I'm not going to guarantee that. But I am going down the list of everybody that has paid for a reading prior to me going live, so I'm going to do those people first. If I get through this in a timely fashion where there's no problem, no issues, then of course I might open the submission up. But for now, just to alleviate any stress and all that, then I'm gonna just do it this way. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Alrighty. So the first person I have on the list is Kayla Richardson. If you're here because you paid through Cash App, and Cash App doesn't allow like a big note, so you didn't get to send your questions. So if you could do that now, that would be great. That would be great. I would greatly appreciate that right now if you did that. So, Kayla, until you join the chat, I'm going to move on to Caroline C. Caroline C, your question was about person B. What is this person B hiding from you? What is person B hiding? Okay. Alright, so Divine Spirit, I ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for Caroline C. What is this person B that she's referring to? What is this person hiding from her? What is this person hiding from her? Okay, so you have Ace of Pentacles, the Lover's card, the Strength card, and the Empress. Alright, so in the Four of Wands at the bottom. So, I get the impression that this person is obviously in a relationship or something like that. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, there could be something to do with a pregnancy, possibly, because you got Ace of Pentacles can be like a seed planted. I'm seeing the spirit baby, so I feel like this is something to do with the pregnancy. That's like someone's pregnant more than likely, so it could be if someone has a baby already, if they're not pregnant, then this could be someone trying to control someone else's finances or money. So if this is something going on, so say this could be a third-party situation. Maybe there's one woman involved, one other woman involved, and one is having a baby or one already has a baby, and it's telling them that that money needs to go to them because they're starting a new life or something to do with money. So it could be that you don't see behind this person's back. What's going on is that this person is in a dilemma where they're being told what to do with their finances, especially if there's a child involved. Like, no, you shouldn't be paying child support. You should pay this here, or you need to put money over here. Something like that. So I feel like that's what this person is hiding from you. Something to do with, like, money and a child, or you need to focus on this household. You can't be worrying about, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so your free question, which is on me, you wanted to know what does person D, as in David, dog, D, what do they want to tell you but can't or not able to say to you? So let's see, what is this person D that Caroline is referring to? What is it that they want to tell her but they can't or they're not able to say to her, Divine Spirit? The Strength card and the Six of Swords comes out. What's at the bottom? The Nine of Swords. So they could be telling you that there's something that they want to do. They want to move forward or they want to move on, but they kind of are afraid. They might feel a little bit controlled by something or somebody. They can feel controlled by you. But there's this energy where they feel like they're kind of being controlled. And they want some sort of peace and harmony moving forward. And maybe that may be needing to move in a different direction somehow. It doesn't have to be without you, but it could be something along those lines where they might need to separate because there's a fear, there's a lot of like worried and overanalyzing and thinking about it too much. So it could be that that they want to move forward and separate. Let me just pull one more clarifier. The Ten of Wands, there's a burden that they do want to drop. There's something that they want to overcome. And I feel like they do want to be single, or they just, it doesn't have to be with you. If you guys aren't together, it could be something that they want to release and let go of. They want something to just be peaceful and in harmony, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm still waiting on Kayla Richardson. Wherever you are, if you could drop your question, because I'm going to have to skip you. All right. Anyway, I'm just going to wait on you, and I'm going to go to the next person. Alejandro T. Your question was, what is blank feeling about me now that we both want the same thing in a relationship? Okay. So whoever this person is, Divine Spirit, ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for Alejandro with whomever is in question. What are they feeling about her now that they're both on the same page as far as a relationship, or they want the same thing in a relationship? So what are they feeling? Okay. The Princess of Pentacles, or Swords, sorry. Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Swords. Why do I keep saying Pentacles? Page of Swords. And Three of Pentacles. Okay, I see where I got messed up at. I feel like they're seeing you as, maybe taking a new approach as to how you want to build things with them. Maybe they see you as someone who's, very sharp with ideas as far as, like, let's do this, maybe if, let's say, for instance, communication was, like, an issue for you guys in the past or something. So, in this case, this person is, like, okay, she's more open-minded as to how we can make it work. So if we're not good at texting each other, then, let's FaceTime, or, let's do something where it's some sort of new element to it. And I feel like it does have something to do with communication. So they're more so feeling like you're more straightforward, or you have a plan or a goal as to how you want to build things together. So that's what I'm getting mainly with the Death card. Yeah, there's some sort of change. Like they're seeing a shift in you, and it has something to do with being more proactive or more communicative, or maybe it has something to do with communication. Maybe your thought processing, maybe you're thinking, totally differently, more sharper, more serious about this, more straightforward about what you want and how you want it. So I feel like that's how they feel. Why does he feel, okay, why does he feel like, I guess, I don't know, I guess you're trying to say, why does he feel like you came into his life? So why does he feel like you came into his life? So whomever this person is that she's referring to, Divine Spirit, Alejandro is referring to, never mind. Okay, so you have the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So why do they feel like you came into their life? I feel like they obviously feel like you came in unexpectedly, and they feel like you are someone who's more of a positive light in their life. They feel like you bring them joy, like you were here maybe to uplift them, maybe to inspire them, maybe to help them feel better about themselves. Maybe something about you is more outgoing than they are. You're more confident in yourself, and that kind of inspires them in a sense, or they admire that aspect about you. but they're seeing this as like a good thing, like this person is here to uplift me, or this person is here to make my life better. They make me feel good, or they give me hope about something. So the Ten of Cups, yeah, they feel a sense of contentment. They feel at peace, or they feel at home emotionally, like they feel good when they're around you more than not. So that's the energy that I pick up as to why they feel like you came into their life. All right, Bosma. I hope I'm saying your name right. How have, let's see. Okay, so you kind of asked the same question as Alejandro a little bit. So you said, how have I impacted my love interest's life from the time of meeting until now? So Divine Spirit asks for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for Bosma. She wants to know how she's impacted her love interest in question from the time of meeting until now. So how has she impacted this person's life? Four of Swords and Four of Cups. So got 2 fours. Bottom card is 3 of Wands. So you might have shifted their intellect as well as their emotional life. So 4 of Swords, this person, to me, they might have not been such a happy-go-lucky individual, or maybe they had a lot of, they could have been slightly depressed or just kind of bored with where things are in life. They might have been seeking or searching for answers within themselves. And I feel that you possibly have brought them some sort of clarity about this, or you've shown them something. I'm going to clarify this. Clarify. Okay, this card is the Tower. So yeah, the Tower, when this represents a relationship, it's kind of like you shaking up somebody's foundation. You shaking up their life. Especially if their life was stagnant and boring. They couldn't really make sense of certain things, kind of lost in the world, bored emotionally, not really feeling like their life was going anywhere. But in this instance, I feel like you kind of brought that down, and I feel like they also impacted your way of thinking too, maybe. Possibly they shaken up your world and made some, it's like you guys have brought some things to the surface and brought some clarity to your life, or maybe help you guys to see things from a different perspective. With the King of Wands, they feel like they have more of an energy to move forward with things, or move forward in life mainly. But I do feel like there was some sort of unexpected encounter, or the way that their life was now in comparison in comparison to where their life was in the past when you first met versus now. It's a big transition from that, and I feel like it goes both ways. I feel like you're both equally affected by meeting each other in different ways. So I hope that makes sense to what you asked. Okay. Your second question was, what type of job should you apply for that you'll have a higher chance of getting? Okay. So you're trying to narrow it down. So what type of jobs should Bosma apply for that she has a higher chance of getting, Divine Spirit? What is your divine answer to that? Okay, 7 of Pentacles and the Star. So Spirit wants you actually to go towards something that you've invested a lot of energy into, something obviously that you actually want for yourself. This is a big dream, big goal. Spirit saying that not to walk away from something that you really want and maybe have invested a lot of energy into it. Maybe you put a lot of work and study into this thing, or maybe this is just something that you've always wanted. So you put a lot of feeling, emotions into it, you know, affirming this is what you want, thinking about it. There's a lot of energy that's been invested, and Spirit's telling you to continue to nurture it and just get in alignment with it, whatever it is. Because I feel like, you know, you might be tempted to let go of something because it's not giving you, the 5 of Cups, it's not giving you the results that you want. But Spirit's saying that's the thing that you need to continue to work on, because you're not far off from the completion. You're at the 7. So you got until the 10 for it to fully materialize. I feel like whatever this thing is that you feel most drawn to and as far as like your real desire. If there, say there were no no obstacles in the way that it would happen more so if I did this, or if this wasn't in the way, then that's what I would be doing. Take all of that out of it. If this is something that you really want, and if it was a perfect world and there were no obstacles in the world or challenges, what would you be doing? And I feel like that's what Spirit's telling you that you need to go for. That's what I'm getting. All right. Crystal C. Miss Crystal C, your question is, where's my life going for the rest of the, or where's your love life going? Sorry, where is your love life going for the for the rest? Sorry. Okay, let me restate that. Divine Spirit, for Crystal C, she wants to know, where is her life going as far as her love life? Where is it headed for the rest of the year? Where is her love life headed for the rest of the year, Divine Spirit? What do you see for Crystal C? Where is the rest of her love life headed for the rest of the year? Okay. The World card. And let's see. The Four of Swords. Can't take all those cards. Bottom card is the Wheel of Fortune. So the World card, I feel, is you are going to go through some changes, but I feel like it's going to lead to possibly letting go of some things when it comes to love and being more clear as to what you want. So it's more about you clearing up some things that don't serve you so you can see more clearly what you want in relations to love. Because right now, you might not be so sure, so clear. But there's definitely some sort of ending involved. But it's for the highest good. And it may even be some sort of reward in it for you that you get. But it's going to lead to better clarity about what you want, better insight. Because right now, it might be that you're still trying to figure out what it is that you want. Or you could still be going through some sort of healing process where you're healing or you're still being triggered by certain things. But it's going to be a major shift for you for the rest of the year. You're going to go through some very significant changes when it comes to your love life. But I feel like it's headed to a better, I don't know why I hear territory. But with the World being the last major arcana card in the deck, I feel like you're not far off from starting new in your love life. You're not far from that. But I just feel like it's just some things that you need to close out first. Your second question was, what's Spirit's best advice for your love life? Okay. What is Spirit's advice for your love life? What's the best advice, Divine Spirit, that you can give Crystal in relation to her love life that will be relevant for her? As for highest guidance, truth, and clarity. Wheel of Fortune came out again. What's this card? It's sticking out. Two of Pentacles. So again, I feel like you're at a point where, of course, you're going through some major changes and shifts. Some things that you think that you want might not be everything that's of your highest good or what you really want, is what I'm getting with that. But with the Two of Pentacles, I get this vibe of, I don't know, is this what I want? Should I want this? Should I want that? You're going back and forth with yourself. You're not really sure what you want. So I feel like right now, things are not going to change much until you adjust your energy, maybe being more clear, being more direct with Spirit as to what you want, finding balance in your love life, making a decision between, do I want this type of relationship? Do I want that type of relationship? Maybe it's choosing between two different people. Maybe you feel as though you can't juggle your love life versus career versus yourself. If you feel imbalanced within yourself, then that means you're not really ready for a relationship. So it's about fine-tuning in something. So just know that there's some major transformations and shifts occurring. But it's also, I feel like Spirit's advising you to get balance with something or to be clear and decisive with something. Three of Cups. Don't be afraid to mingle. I feel like you're socializing. Your social life is way more important than trying to figure out about just one person. Maybe you'll find that right person when you just get to know people and you just socialize, whether it's having friends or just going out with friends or something, meeting new people, just in your daily life, just doing things where you're more social, more active, that you'll meet some people. But Spirit's saying not to put all of your eggs into one basket, or just narrowing your focus down to, I gotta meet this one person, or it's gotta be only one person. But be more open to meeting whomever, because you never know what you're gonna get out of that. So leave it open, leave your options open. And I feel like socializing is key right now. That's what I'm getting for you. All right. Next person, Theresa O. So Theresa O, your question that you submitted was, I'm not taking any more submissions. If once I finish going through everyone that paid prior to the live, all the people that paid for their question on the list, then I might open the submission up for others if you guys want to submit payment for your questions. But Theresa, your question was, does ADG regret his decision when he said no to me? Okay. Does ADG, I'm going to use this deck actually, my Lenormand, for my yes or no's. Does this person regret, does this person that Theresa is referring to, do they regret their decision to, when they said no to her? Do they regret this? Yes cards are positive cards. The negative cards are strictly no cards. The neutral cards lean towards whatever the majority of the yes or no cards are. I'm going to pull 5 cards on it. And I would like a story, Divine Spirit, with the Lenormand to tell me more. Is this a yes or no? Does this person regret their decision, yes or no, when they said no to her? Okay. The House is a maybe card. The Sun is a yes card. The Birds is a maybe. The Clover is a yes card, and the Ship is a maybe card. So you have 3 maybes and 2 yeses. I would say more than likely it's a yes or maybe so. Like, I feel this person has knowledge of what, you know, the decision that they said. I feel like there is a bit of regret because they have a little more clarity about it. With the Clover, this can represent unexpected energy. So maybe they kind of we're speaking from a place that wasn't really balanced, or maybe it was kind of just in the moment type of energy. With the Ship card, something about a flowing energy, kind of just going with the flow. That's the vibe I get. Communication with the Birds, obviously. The House card, it could be that this was a lack of stability. It could have something to do with your relationship or something that they said no to. But I feel they kind of spoke in a way that was kind of sporadic, or just not without much thought or feeling even. It was kind of just whatever they thought was best at the time. So I get a slight regret. I'm not getting a big regret, but I do get, it is a regret there in some way. So I would say more than likely it's a yes. Okay, so your second question was pretty long, so I had to put it in my phone. Give me 1 second. Okay, so your second question was, with the activity that's happening around you for the next few days, will this cause enough panic to have Mr. 7-Eleven, not Mr. 7-Eleven, give me the opportunity to stop him or to be approachable on my daily routine? Okay, question. Okay, Spirit, I'm going to ask you to tune into that question. Okay, so with the activity that is happening around Theresa for the next few days, will this cause enough panic to have... Okay, Spirit's already given me an answer. So 2 yes cards flew out. You have the Stars and the Anchor, which are yes cards. The Lily is a maybe. 2 more. Is this a yes or a no question? A no with the Fox and a no with the Snake. So I'm getting 50-50. It's not a yes and it's not a no. I feel like make your decision wisely about this, or if this is really what you want, or is this something that's even important. There's a possibility with this. Let me go back to my chat. There is a possibility for this to be a yes or a no. It's more so about, because I feel the Lily being the only neutral card, this is about passions. It could be sexuality, but I'm getting if this is something if you're passionate about it, or if this is something maybe both people are both invested in, if this is something that's in the greater good of whomever you're asking about and yourself. And there's no deceptive energy behind it. There's no ego involved, then yes, but I feel it's kind of a 50-50. It's based upon where your intentions are, pretty much what I'm getting. And where their intentions are too. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. Missy, it's your turn. So Missy. Okay, did I do the right thing? So you want to know if you did the right thing in relations to your business. So you want to know if you did the right thing, or should you go back to the former way of what you were doing before. So let's see, Divine Spirit, did she do the right thing? Yes, if she did the right thing, or no, if she should go back to the former way of the former rates that what she was charging with her business. Okay. Spirit gave me my answer right away. Okay. So you have the maybe card, which is the garden. Another maybe with the lily. A yes with the sun. A yes with the stars. One more card, Divine Spirit, if she did the right thing, or should she go back to her former rates? Yes or no? One card to answer this. Is a yes or no, Divine Spirit. Okay, so I have a no, but I feel more so it's a yes more than anything. You could be, the only opposition could be you're not certain, obviously. You're unsure. You're maybe second-guessing yourself, obviously. Or you're kind of insecure about your decision. Maybe only looking at the negatives or looking for negatives. But with these two neutral cards, the garden represents social energy. So I feel it's more so about, maybe you're worried about catering to, your clients and stuff like that, which I understand. With the sun and the stars, I feel like Divine Spirit is saying that you did the right thing for yourself, or that this was a decision that they support. So I feel it's more of a yes. It's just you. I feel like the way that you're looking at it could be negative, but I feel like you did the right thing. All right. Your second question, Missy, was, what are R's motives and intentions with you? What is person R's motives and intentions with Missy, Divine Spirit? What is this person's motives and intentions with her? What are their biggest motives and intentions? This person R. 3 cards came out. They have the 4 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Queen of Swords. So they're having, I feel like a heart over mind situation. They could be more leaning towards the logical aspect because they have the Queen of Swords and the Pentacles energy with the 4 of Pentacles. The Lovers card is not really about emotional energy at all, because it's more focused upon, because it's ruled by Mercury. It's the sign of Gemini, so it rules more of the intellect and communication. They could be trying to make a decision between you and another person, or you and something else, or something in relations to you. They're trying to make a decision about it. So they're kind of, stuck thinking about this, whether they should open up or maybe they shouldn't. They're thinking about this back and forth. It could have something to do with a, conversation that you guys had, or it could have something to do with communicating with you, or simply just making a decision about you. So I feel like their motives and intentions are to really be clear and sure about what they want with this situation. And maybe if there's other parties involved, it doesn't have to be romantically. It could be like, okay, well, I gotta think, should I put more energy into, my career life, or, this or that. So there's something that they're trying to make a decision about, and it includes you. And they're using more of their logic, and they're being more practical about it. So that I feel like that's where their intentions lie, is making some clear decisions about you and what they want. All right. Ooh, it's hot in here. Adrianna R. So you want to know, how would you meet your life partner? So Divine Spirit, how do you see Adrianna R meeting her life partner? How do you inevitably see Adrianna R meeting her life partner in this lifetime, Divine Spirit? How do you see them meeting, Divine Spirit? They're telling me to pull one card, so I'm going to honor that, but they gave me two. Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. How you're going to meet this person, it could be kind of a struggle at a point where you're like, I'm happy where I'm at. It's like you're content with where your life is, and here comes this person. So there'll be some sort of resistance, and it's like you're fighting against destiny or fate. The Seven of Wands, I really wouldn't see it that way, but in this case, that's how I'm picking it up with the Seven. You're like, with the Seven of Wands, I feel like this vibe of fighting against something that Spirit's trying to deliver to you. So it's kind of a resistance. Even though it's what you wanted, I really feel like the resistance is you kind of feeling out of your comfort zone because you're used to yourself being, at least at this point, whenever this happens, you'll be at a place where you're comfortable and you're happy in your own self. You enjoy your own company, your own independence. So when this person comes, it's kind of threatening all of that because you know that this is going to be something serious internally. Like, you know, you feel the vibe, you feel the energy, and there's going to be a resistance to it. But I feel you have no choice but to open up when this person comes. They're going to come through, and they're going to be for real. You might feel like you're not ready. As a Princess of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, rather, you might feel like this is something you're not ready for. Because it's like, here is this extra pentacle, which will make your Nine of Pentacles that Ten of Pentacles. And you're feeling like you're not ready for the whole picture. You're not ready for the full shebang yet. But this person is, and if this person is ready, then that means you're ready. You know, two magnets can't come together unless the other is vibrating the same. So if this person is ready, then obviously you're ready, but there's like a resistance, or there will be some sort of resistance to it. So that's what I'm getting with that. What does the universe want you to know? What is it that the universe wants Adrianna to know? Divine Spirit, what is the most relevant and important message that you would like Adrianna to know at this time, Divine Spirit? That's where I was getting truth and clarity. These are hard to get to cards with these nails. Okay, Spirit is like, here, take this. So you got some swords popping off. You have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So there's obviously some things that you're going to have to address mentally. Maybe this is you dealing with some sort of loss with the Three of Swords, dealing with some past hurt, maybe being triggered by something that is bothering you, the memories of something, or fears of getting hurt. With the Eight of Swords, it's kind of negative perceptions of things and kind of self-sabotaging yourself based upon hurt. Could be past tense. These are not things that are in the present. I feel like this is something in your past. And it's like it's blocking you from moving forward. These Three Swords are keeping you from moving through that door. So it's like, in order to get past this and overcome these energies, you're going to have to get out of your own way. Because there's a energy of self-sabotage. You kind of believe that there's no other way. There's nothing better. I'm only expecting this to happen. I'm expecting more disappointments, more sabotage, rather than allowing your heart to lead the way with the Page of Cups. So in order to get to what you want, if this is a love situation, if this is just something that, anything that your heart is invested in, whether it's your happiness, you got to get past this door. And the key to that is you're going to have to get out of your own head. You're going to have to stop telling yourself these limiting things, these negative things about yourself, your circumstances. So it's really more about shifting your beliefs from out of this negative perception, because you're the only thing that sets you back. That's what I'm getting. All right, that's what Spirit wants you to know, Adrianna. Next person is Jessica N. Jessica N wants to know, how does D as in David, boy as in basketball, feel about me? How does DB feel about me? So Jessica wants to know. Divine Spirit, ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for Jessica N. For how does DB feel about her? Whoever DB is to her, Divine Spirit, ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity as to what they feel about her at this present time. What is their most biggest was dominant and relevant feelings towards her. The Two of Swords, and let's see, this card is the Queen of Cups. So Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Sorry, I have a booby itch. Sorry. Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups tells me that this person is unsure of how you feel about them. So this person could be feeling something for you enough to be like, well, how does she feel? So they're kind of feeling like you could be feeling anything with the Eight of Wands. It could be anything. They might know that you're at the very least, attracted to them, and I feel like they're attracted to you. But I feel like you both are vibrating the same energy of how does this person feel? How does she feel? Well, how does he feel? Or whoever, if this is a he, I don't know. He or she, whoever this person is, you guys are both going, how does this person feel? Well, how do they feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? That's what I'm picking up. Like, it's a debate back and forth. Because there's obviously an attraction, and there obviously is something there enough to even care about what another person feels about you. But I feel like this person is definitely wondering, how does she feel about me? Because they're kind of confused. They're conflicted. So that's the biggest vibration that they're giving off as to what they're feeling about you. They're not sure what you feel. Alright, so you want to know if you should pursue makeup or metaphysics as a career. So, let's see. Alright, I'm going to do the little moment. Divine Spirit, I'm going to ask for a story to come through with these cards that I pull. Divine Spirit, the yes cards will be makeup. The no cards will be metaphysics. I'm going to do it that way because it just helps me to know the difference. So the positive cards will say makeup as the go-to career, or metaphysics will be the no cards. So which one will be more best suited for her as a career? Which one is of her highest good to pursue? Which one is her higher self, her true self really want to pursue? Makeup or metaphysics? Divine Spirit, ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity. Okay, so you have a maybe card so far with the Garden. The Woman, which I feel like is you. This is a neutral card. The Clover is a yes, so this would be makeup. A maybe with the Birds. And a no, which is metaphysics. So Spirit's playing that game, and then look what we got here, the crossroads. These are two different choices. So Spirit's not telling you which one to go with, because I feel like either you already know the answer. As the Woman, it's your decision. Really, it's your decision. I feel like you need to pay attention to some sort of messages that maybe you're getting off. It could be something to do with, like, social things. Like, what do you feel like you fit in best? Maybe where you're coming from, too. Do I fit in better as a makeup artist? Or do I fit in better as, you know, doing more metaphysical things? So you're more leaning towards the Clover, which is lucky. You're leaning more towards the makeup thing. And with the mice, you're kind of worried or anxious, and that's not something you're leaning towards. Or it could be either or. But I feel like Spirit's not giving you a yes or a no, that you should do this or you should do that. Spirit's giving you the right way, because there's no wrong way to choose, or there's no right or wrong answer or path, because ultimately whatever you choose, Jessica, is of your highest good. And even if it turns out not to be something you do in the long haul, it's going to lead you to that thing where you're supposed to be regardless. So that's what Spirit's telling you. Alright. Alyssa R. Alyssa R wants to know, who is your next love? So, who is the next love that's coming in for Alyssa R, Divine Spirit? So, give me details on who is this next love partner coming in for Alyssa R, Divine Spirit. Who do you see that she's attracting? A romantic partner she's attracting now, which will be her next love. Whoever's going to be her next love, Divine Spirit, what is this person's energy? Give me a heads up, and her a heads up, some clarity. Okay, 3 cards spit themselves out. So we got the Tower, the Hermit, the 5 of Cups. This is definitely going to be somebody that's going to shake some things up. Could get you out of a depressive energy. This person could they could more than likely be a Scorpio. Why I say that is The Five of Cups is Scorpio, and the Tower card is Scorpio and Aries. But I feel this is a person that's Scorpio, because you have two Scorpio energies. But of course, you have the Aries in the Tower with the Scorpio energy there too. Then you have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. So it could be that there's these planets involved, or these signs involved somehow. So maybe they aren't a Scorpio. Maybe you'll meet this person during the time of Scorpio season. Or Virgo, maybe they're a Virgo, or maybe you'll meet them during Virgo season, or they're an Aries or something, you know. But I do feel like this person is going to be the one to kind of get you out of depressive mode. This person will possibly trigger you a lot. Like, this person may be slightly emotional. Yeah, there's something to do with Scorpio. The Death card was the bottom card. So definitely this person is like something that you've never dealt with before. I feel like, I don't feel like this is the love of your life, though. I feel like this person is going to be more of a pain in your ass more than something that kind of makes you happy. It could be exciting in the beginning. It definitely could be like one of those connections you encounter that change your life forever. And you learn some things from this person, but I don't feel like it's going to lead to anything like happy. I feel like they're just here to promote change and maybe to trigger you and to help you heal. And that's based upon what you're attracting. So that's where your energy is attracting. Okay? So if that's not somebody you want, I would check my energy. Second question was, why do I feel all of my friends are drifting apart? Me and my friends are drifting apart. So, alright. Alyssa wants to know, why does it feel like all of her friends are drifting, her and her friends are drifting apart? Divine Spirit, what is she feeling versus what's really going on? The Magician card, what you're feeling is kind of an illusion. It's not what it seems. Because you got the Magician card. So it could be that this is something you're projecting. It's possibly that it's not really all that it seems. It's not real, or so you have the Five of Pentacles as to what's really going on. I feel like you're being, like, your energy is kind of feeling like you don't belong. And that could be happening in one or two ways. It could be that really you're on a different path than these people, and that happens sometimes because you have the Three of Wands, which could represent a journey of some sort. So you have an abundance of support, or you have people in your life, but I feel like you're just feeling like you don't really fit in because there's this energy of wanting to fit in, and maybe you're not supposed to. With the Moon card, you're on, and like, you're still trying to figure out your life's path. You're trying to figure yourself out. So it's really more of a projection of what's going on inside of you. If you guys happen to be drifting apart, it's really because your energies are different. So I feel like rejection, if there's an energy, I would say that you never want to look at a situation as rejection. If it happens to be that you guys do drift apart and you guys just aren't cool anymore, you have to take it more as a thing of, we're evolving into two different spaces and energies. I'm a different person. They're a different person. We're obviously not the same anymore. So it's not a rejection. It's more of just a redirecting of your own energy. But I feel more so it's something that you're projecting that's making you feel this way, or seeing things in that light. So that's what I'm picking up for you. Dara. Oh, you said I answered your question. Yeah, it's more so about, there could be something in your energy that's like attracting that person. And also, if you're annoyed by someone, just turn your attention away from them. Because the more like you're annoyed by them and the more you're actively trying to get rid of them, the more that energy is going to react, and it's going to just show itself more and more. And I know what you feel. It's annoying as hell. Like, when you just, like, you're like, why won't this person just leave me alone? Why don't they get the hint? The more you focus on that person, the more they're attracted, because it's like your energy is still focused on them or focused on it. So they're just more and more attracted to you. Yeah. He's in competition with your soulmate. That happens too. It's kind of like that ex, you know, that ex that comes around when they know you're happy. I've had that too. It's so annoying. Missy, I did yours. I don't really know when I did yours, actually. So I'm not even going to say, but I don't know how long I was when I did yours already, though, Missy. Ken, what's up? I'm not doing submissions right now. I might take more after I finish this list. I'm almost done, actually. I got a few more people to go. So the next person is Janae. Janae. Your question is, what can I expect if I decide to pursue this creative dream career again? Okay. Alright, Divine Spirit, what should or what could Janae, okay, so what can Janae expect if she decides to pursue this creative dream career again? What should she expect? What should she expect? Oh, you got way too many cards. Thank you, Mona Lisa. I love this shirt. It's so simple, but it's just the statement. Legalize your dreams. Or legalize dreams. Instead of demonizing them, legalize them. So, you got a lot of cards. So, first off, I feel like what you can expect, I feel like Spirit's not going to tell you what to expect. I feel like they're telling you how to be successful with this if this is what you really want to do. First off, you're being guided with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords. You got to cut ties with this negative thinking and this worrying. I don't know if you're afraid that this is not going to be what you expect. You might expect it to be something that you want, but then you don't want and you can't get out of it once you have it. It could also be that you don't believe in yourself. Your fears are greater than your dream to have it. Could be a fear of stagnation or fear of never moving ahead in life, or maybe you just feel like you won't get very far. But you have some sort of opportunities that are available. You'll have 3 opportunities, or there's 3 different options of how to pursue this thing. Maybe Spirit's telling you need to start studying up on this. But if you want to be successful, it's a possibility. But you have to be in that vibration, because right now I can tell you mentally, even emotionally, you're not even there, because it's like you have the Four of Cups, which is like you're not even seeing the fact that you have opportunities or that there could be opportunities there. But it's like your negative thinking, or maybe what you're affirming, is opposite of what you're asking for. You know, you got this big fear or these doubts that keep you stuck, or maybe past situations that don't allow you to go after what you want. The Spirit's saying you can be successful, but your heart and your mind have to be in the same space. They have to be, and I say this a lot, but they do. They have to be in agreement with each other. They can't be in opposition. Your head can't be like, girl, you can't do that, or that's stupid. Like, you know, that's not safe. Like, you know what happened to so-and-so, you know, when she went to that party, you know, somebody drugged her drink, somebody slipped something in her drink, now, you know, she's not modeling anymore or something. So you got these things in your head. And not to say that certain things don't happen to some people, but you do have to put more of a focus into being successful in it and going the right way, or, you know, I'm going to take the right route, or I'm going to surround myself with good people, and I'm going to go for it. That's the mindset that I feel like you need to have. Okay. Alright, you guys, these are submission questions. I'm not taking any other questions as of right now, unless I open up the submissions again. So I'm just reading off the questions for those who already paid for their questions prior to me doing the live. That's how I'm doing it. So your second question, I'm trying to figure out how to ask this one, because it's kind of like 2 questions in one almost. So you want to know if this person's artwork is about you. Is it about you, or what's the story behind this? So first I want to see, okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to ask a yes or no. If it's a yes, okay, if it's a no, then what's the story behind this art piece? Divine Spirit, that's for highest guidance, truth, and clarity. For Janae, if this artwork that she's referring to, is it about her? Or if not, then what's the story behind the situation? Divine Spirit. Yeses are positives. No's are the negatives. And the neutrals lean towards whatever the majority of the positive and negative cards are. So is this artwork that Janae is referring to about her? Okay, so you have the key, which is a yes card. The stars, which is a yes card. The clouds, which is a no. The lily, which is a maybe. And a book, which is a maybe. So it's a possibility it is about you. I feel like maybe there's like a secret. This person may watch you. They may pay attention to you on the low. They're not blatantly out there. I don't know. I get this energy of like kind of just watching you on the low. But I do get that there's something significant, some sort of key significance about you, maybe artistically, maybe creatively, some sort of muse-like energy. It's not really clear. I don't really feel like it's meant to be clear. It's kind of something that maybe you won't really know the answer to, or maybe it's just something that they just felt guided to do. I'm not getting too much. There is some sort of secret energy involved. Maybe the fact that they didn't say, hey, I want to do this inspired by you or something. It's kind of like on the low to where you have to guess. So I feel like it was meant to be subtle. It was meant to be kind of secreted. But that's the vibe I get. So I hope that that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's what I'm getting. That's interesting. Let's see. So Tessa N, you want to know what are H's physical and sexual attraction. What is this person's sexual attraction towards you? So whoever person H is to Tessa in Divine Spirit, what is this person's physical attraction or sexual attraction towards her, Divine Spirit? What is their biggest physical and sexual attraction towards her? Okay, Two of Swords, or not Two of Swords, sorry, Judgment and Four of Swords. So they are more, they're attracted to some things that you say that maybe awaken some things within them emotionally, or it's like, damn, this person is really deep, or they touch something deep within me, like they can tap into things that's going on in my mind, or maybe things that I've always wanted to know, or they made sense of something and they don't even realize it. So it's like you have the gift to kind of call some things out or to stir up some feelings within people based upon being able to tap into the subconscious of them. So you have the Four of Swords, which is all about the mental, but it's like meditative, it's introspective. And then you have the Judgment card, which is ruled by Scorpio. And Scorpio is all about the subconscious. It's all about the hidden energy. It's emotional. It can have a sexual undertone to it. It deals with some heavy, deep stuff. And it's like they might feel like you're a deep person. Like you just have that gift to say something that just is profound. Or you just touch me in a deep way and you don't even realize what you're saying. That's the kind of, I feel like that's what they're physically or sexually attracted to, rather. It could also be, if this is a physical characteristic, they're more physically attracted to something logical about you. So it could be your voice. Physically, they like your voice. So if that's the case, it could be that. Like you have this striking voice. It's just either it's very boastful, very strong, very loud, or it's very soft and it's very calming. Or, you know, there's something about your voice that's very striking, or something about you that physically is very striking. So that's what I'm getting. All right. Second question you want to know, Tessa, is the Spirit want to give me some guidance in your way or your path right now? I feel like, of course, Spirit always got something for us. They always do. They always want to make sure that we're on our path. But let's see. So, Divine Spirit, what is the guidance that you can give Tessa right now based upon her way and her path? What is the biggest message that she needs to know or hear, or that you would like her to know or hear, Divine Spirit? Two cards spit themselves out. Four of Swords came out again. and the Ten of Cups. Four of Swords, I feel like Spirit wants you to be more focused on the things that make you happiest. And it's not, doesn't have to be material things. They want you to focus more on being grateful, being in a state of gratitude with the things that internally make you happy, or the things that are internally important, or your happiness needs to be number one. Always check yourself. Always make sure that you're happy. Make sure that you're following your truth if it makes you happy. So I feel like they always want you to follow bliss. They always want you to make sure that you check how you feel. And if you're not feeling happy, then feel into why it is that you don't feel happy, or what's bothering you, or what's triggering you. But to make a priority to be happy, and not in a fake way where you just pretend everything's all good and you just brush everything under the rug. They want you to pursue happiness so much that if something does get to you, you're like, you know what, I'm going to address this and I'm going to deal with it. And then I'm just going to move on, because my happiness means more to me than allowing this to fester and dwell in this energy. I want to do better, or anything that I need to cut out of the way, whether that be a person or that be people or things about myself, I'm willing to do that for the sake of my happiness. And that's what they want you to know. All right. Last person is Nyesha. Nyesha, what does Spirit suggest when it comes to this guy you like? I'm just playing. What does Spirit suggest? Let's see. Okay, Most High Divine Spirit, what do you suggest? I hope I said your name right. So Nyesha, I really hope I pronounced your name right. But what do you suggest for her when it comes to this specific guy that she likes? The Death card, the Queen of Wands, and the Prince of Wands. So what does Spirit want you to know? I feel like Divine Spirit wants you to know that this situation is possibly one that will transform your life in a way that it's important to both of you. I feel like this person has good intentions. They do have a good heart, potentially, or they have good intentions with you. The Prince of Cups is the Knight of Cups, so they kind of come in with the best intentions. They might not really know what they want, but they just feel into the moment. They follow their heart, and they just let it flow. I honestly don't feel like this is exactly what you're looking for, but they might have pieces of what you're looking for. So you're the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is more of a mature woman. She's more certain of what she wants, but you might not be totally clear on exactly what you want. So you called in someone that's kind of like an almost. He's not the King of Wands. He's the Knight of Wands. He's not her equal. Let's say that. So he has things about him that you'll like, or that you do like and you might admire. But he's an almost. So it's like he might be helping you figure out what you're still wanting. Maybe help you transform your ideals of what you're seeking and looking for. But I don't feel like, Spirit's giving you a heads up that this might not be that one to settle with. It's very possible that things can change. Maybe that's what Spirit's saying. Maybe he's not everything you want right now. Maybe he has a potential to change. But I don't feel like as of right now, this person is your equal. All right. Why do the spirits keep bringing dragons into your dreams? That's an interesting one, because a lot of people are seeing a lot of animal messages, or just receiving a lot of messages from animals in their dreams, or they're noticing animal messages or totems around them. So, hold on real quick. Okay, why, Divine Spirit, why is Nyesha seeing dragons in her dreams often? Why is she seeing dragons? What do these dragons symbolize for her, specifically and personally? Why does she keep seeing them? Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups. So this is about building something with relationships. It could be representing friendships of all, relationships of all kinds, like friendships, family, love relationships. So it's more about collective community energy. So it could be with the Two of Wands, figuring out if you guys all are on the same page. Is the give and take equal? Is the energy exchange the same? Do you guys share the same visions? Are you guys on the same wavelength? Are you in the same vibration? So it's like making you kind of check all of your relationships with others. I'm getting more so friendships for some reason. Like your friendships are at focus with these dragons for whatever reason. Like it could be really needing to figure, to see or evaluate whether or not your relationships are working for you. Is there like equal energy? Is there a give and take? Is there an exchange of energy? Are you guys on the same path? That's the vibe that I get. Dragons specifically, I don't know what they mean. That book is not going to have, because that's like a mystical creature. It's like a unicorn, and unicorns are not in this book. So I highly doubt dragons would be in here. I don't even know why I'm looking, because I know that's not going to be in here. No. But you can look it up and see what they mean, but that's what I'm picking up, why they're coming to you. Alright, so Susie, what do you know what you're talking about? I'm confused. Right, Chinese, the Chinese zodiac for, yeah, that's the Chinese zodiac for some people. Something tickled my leg. Yeah, so I got through my list. So if there's, let me see. I had one person, I think, that checked in. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. I see somebody. Sorry. Let me go back. I had one other person. I'm sorry. She just paid not long ago, so I didn't want to skip her. What am I doing for my birthday? I'm not really sure yet. I'm kind of undecided. There's like this restaurant I want to go to. It's really cute. It's like an Asian and Japanese fusion, or Japanese fusion and a Latin fusion spot that my sister took me to. Okay, so alright. Okay, so life partnership. So I'm going to refer to you as KV because I don't know if you want me to say your name or not, but KV wants to know if whomever or whatever whatever relationship she's referring to, she wants to know if it's a life partnership. Is this her life partner? She said soulmate, twin flame, but whatever her definition is, divine spirit, in whatever relationship she's referring to, is it that? Is it that, divine spirit? Yes or no? KV, yes or no? Okay, so the dog is a yes card, and that can represent loyalty, friendship. The tower is a no card. The woman is a maybe, and I feel like this represents her. The birds is a maybe, and the mice card is a no. So I feel like it's a maybe not. I don't feel like this is a life partnership. It could also be that spirit is trying to deliver messages to you, but I feel like you're anxious, you're not really paying attention, you're not able to hear the messages that spirit's trying to relate to you in relation to this, but I'm getting a no, that this is not that type of partnership for you, whatever you're referring to. What's blocking you from true happiness? So, divine spirit, what's blocking her from true happiness? What is blocking her from true happiness, divine spirit? What is the biggest thing that is blocking her? Okay, Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So you go back and forth between, being in a state of happiness, gratitude, or should I be happy? Am I not happy? But I feel like it's coming from an imbalance within yourself. Maybe what's going to help you is to be grateful, because you're not clear on your intention, or your energy is not clear. So it's kind of like this energy where you're imbalanced. You're not sure exactly what you want out of life. It could be that you are happy, you know, being independent, being on your own, being in your own comfort zone, but at the same time, you struggle between, are you really wanting more? Um, it could be that what's gonna help you, what I was getting at, because I don't know why, I couldn't get it out, but like what I was getting at is I feel like what's gonna help you find balance with yourself is being grateful for each and every little thing that's already present in your life right now. Like being present and happy here is going to help you see more positive things and expect more positive things to come to you, because you're in a state that I'm blessed always. I'm provided for. I'm always going to be provided for. If I can have this, then I can have that. But if you're in a state where you're not really, kind of overlook everything that's given to you in your life, like even the smallest of things, you know, when something good happens to you, just take it and say, oh, thank you, Spirit, or thank you, God, or thank you, Universe, for that, or thank so-and-so, whoever, if it was someone that did something nice for you. The more you recognize all of the good things and you really acknowledge it within yourself, you'll start to feel a state of like, I'm deserving and I can have and I will have and I want more and I will get that. So it's this energy of imbalance, I feel, that's really causing you to be unhappy. And it's like your energy is thrown off because your energy's imbalanced. So the more you fine tune yourself, or you be more decisive about what you want, you change the coin, you flip the coin to a different perspective, the more balance you're going to feel within yourself. Okay. So that was the last person that paid for a question. So I got through all my people on the list. So if there's anybody that wants to pay, what time, where are we at? We are at 6:30. Okay, so 6:30. One question is $5. One question, $5. You get one question for free. Yeah, so if you guys would like to submit a payment, no, it's okay, Miss Poet. It's all right. So it's either through PayPal or Cash App, whichever one you're more comfortable with. On Cash App, it's Wallow Child Readings, if that's what you wanted to. Something's wrong with me. I'm goofy. It's not popping today. I just kind of want to get on. Thank you, Ebony. I'm hungry. I have some Wingstop, but I got some spicy ass wings. Even though I love spicy food, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I did that, because the stuff is really hot. It's really hot. What's the name of this deck? The Wisdom Seekers Tarot. Wisdom Seekers Tarot. Alright. Let me go back to the chat because I got thrown off there. Because as soon as I start talking about food, you know my mind is somewhere else. I'm not even paying attention. Okay. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to call it a night tonight with the happy hour readings. I might be back on because we're in a Scorpio full moon. And I know that it's trying. It's probably testing everybody. So I will be back sometime later on this evening if I have some more free time or whatever. And we will do the Scorpio full moon energy. So much love to you guys as always. Peace. I thank you guys for all of your submissions, your donations. For those of you who just tuned in, much love to you guys. I'll see you guys next week for the Happy Hour Friday readings. Till then.